So Don Mancini has come out and spoken about the Child's Play remake that's going on. Now, we knew initially that he wasn't involved with the project whatsoever due to a tweet that he made a few months ago, but now we have extended thoughts regarding the Child's Play movie. We have his extended thoughts. So it was on an episode of the Post-Mortem podcast, and Don Mancini basically says MGM retained the rights to the first movie, so they're rebooting that. They asked producer David Kirshner if we wanted to be executive producers. We said no thank you because we have our ongoing thriving business with Chucky. Obviously my feelings were hurt. I had just done 2 movies. Forgive me if I sound defensive. They were both 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, so they did pretty well. Even if they didn't get theatrical releases, they were well regarded, and I did create the character and nurture the franchise for 3 fucking decades. Now, Mancini continues by saying, so when somebody says, oh yeah, we would love to have your name on the film, it was not hard to feel like I was being patronized. They just wanted our approval, which I strenuously denied them. I hesitate to say too much about it because I don't want to sound like I'm bellyaching too much, but the producers of that movie are the producers of It 2017, not the miniseries. How would they feel if there was some legal loophole that allowed David Kirshner and I to swoop in and make our own It movie with our own version of Pennywise and say, hey guys, we would love to put our names on it? So, a lot to unpack there. Don Mancini, he's obviously a bit offended that they are going through and making this Child's Play remake, and I have mixed thoughts. I mean, Don Mancini, he still has the Chucky license, he can still make films, and he can still make sequels, direct-to-DVD, and potentially, have them released in cinemas at some point. He still has that right. MGM is going to basically do this remake, and I get that they're remaking a beloved part of Mancini's life. I get that. I haven't made a film franchise and had MGM remake it, so I don't know how it feels. But I would, if I was him, I would try to embrace it, look at the script, just mull it over, and I get that it might affect his personal life, but it could benefit Chucky going forward, and it could benefit the original good guy Chucky. So if this remake does well, and then Don Mancini comes out with another Chucky movie, of the original series, that could do well. It could potentially make, Don Mancini's Chucky's in cinemas. I have no idea. But, I kind of feel bad for him that he's this resentful about the Child's Play remake. And, I was like, oh, I didn't know it was, that deep for him. And I get it. You've worked on this franchise for, as he said, 3 fucking decades. So, yeah, and I get that he's being patronized, by, when they were like, oh, we would love to have your name on the film just to, have your approval. I get that. And, I do feel bad. But moving forward, I think if he just makes another Chucky film and keeps going with a string of sequels, which, as he said, they are doing well, and people like his movies. So it's not like he's losing, his core audience. The people that bought Curse and Cult of Chucky, they're going to buy the string of sequels after. It's not like the remake is going to affect his core audience, you know what I mean, and Chucky's core audience. If anything, it could improve sales, and or this movie could be really good, and then it just puts the original Chucky out of business. I'm just kidding. That was just a joke. But I don't know. It's a very interesting issue, and it's an issue that I can't fully explain because it's just my opinion. I don't have all the answers. It's not, it's more of a moral debate rather than, something you can actually figure out. And I just hope that Don Mancini, he just keeps on trucking and he keeps on making good Chucky films. Because as he said, 83 on Rotten Tomatoes, that's really damn good, man. So, yes, Cult and Curse of Chucky. They're doing well. Just keep pumping out, Chucky content. And you already have the TV show underway, so things are looking up for the original Chucky. And I doubt this remake would affect things too much. If anything, it'll improve stuff and, it'll spread the word around about Chucky. So, yeah, the original Chucky, the grittier Chucky. So, yeah, I get what he's saying on the Postmortem podcast. I get the fact that he's mad. I didn't know he was this mad, but I get it. But at the same time, he can just keep going, and he does have the right to Chucky. It's not like MGM is like, no, you can't make any more Chucky films. They don't have the rights to do that. As he said, it's a legal loophole, which we've talked about on the channel numerous times. It is a legal loophole, so they can't really prohibit Don Mancini from making sequels. So anyway, guys, what are your thoughts? Leave them down in the comment section down below. Since this is more of a moral issue, I do want to get your stance. Do you agree with Don Mancini, or do you agree with MGM making the remake, Child's Play remake? Leave me your thoughts down in the comment section below. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.